What's happening, Lazy Bunch fans? Dan here, and today we're doing another Ask Lazy Bunch question and answer video! As you saw from the thumbnail, this is the 11th Ask Lazy Bunch question and answer video. It's crazy how many of these I've made, but also how many questions that you guys keep coming up with for me. I love this so much, but I have some bad news, unfortunately. We will not be having an Ask Lazy Bunch video for next month, for the month of September. So as of right now, this video I'm answering all the questions from July, but August and September will accumulate until I make the Ask Lazy Bunch for October. So if you have any questions for me, make sure you leave them in the comment section below, or go to our Discord server and go to the Ask Dan Man section, and you can leave your questions there. Guaranteed answer them at some point. It's just not gonna be next month. It will be the month after that. With that being said, I do have a lot of good news, and like I said, a lot of new things that we're working on, and a lot of reasons as to why this Ask Lazy Bunch thing is kind of being prolonged, and you will find out along the video. But for now, let's start answering some questions. But before we dive in, make sure you slap that subscribe button, show us some love and support. Also, check out this meme from, oh, not Nate Spidey, but from Kieran-in-the-Law. He's got an awesome meme for this month, and here it is, absolutely hilarious. Make sure you check out his channel down below and show him some support as well. Our first question comes from none other than Aquifer Unknown. As always, Aquifer, it's great to have you here, man. When's the office tour coming? I got an Xbox Series X over here, a soundboard, the TV. I mean, I kind of got everything that I need right over here. Right over here is my laptop, and then a little bit on the right-hand side is my older Mac computer. That Mac is turning 10 years old this year, and I have not used it probably in 2 years now. There's not really much to see. I mean, I'll take some pictures. Actually, here you go. Here's some pictures of my office setup. So I believe in another Ask Lazy Bunch you saw my Lego attic space, so you kind of know what that looks like. You know, you're not really missing much. Kieran-in-the-Law is here with his very first question. Is it true that if you don't like the Lazy Bunch video you watch, a giant spider will spawn under your bed and eat your favorite Lego set? That is absolutely true, so please like this video or a spider will eat your favorite Lego set. Like this video right now. Kai06 or Extra Ninja is here asking his first question. Are you a fan of Goosebumps? Like the books, TV series, and movies. I loved Goosebumps when I was a kid. I have not read a Goosebumps book in a very, very long time, but I loved Goosebumps. I also love the author. Oh my gosh, what is his name? R.L. Stine, that's his name. I watched his masterclass. He has a lot of great ideas to help writers with writing their books. Really talented and smart guy. So, I mean, the Goosebumps books, the series, the films, the TV shows, everything about Goosebumps is incredible. I loved them. Looking at the release dates for a lot of these books, they started in 1992. So I essentially, being born in 1993, I grew up with these books. And I'm trying to remember which ones I love the most. Oh, The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. That's a good one. Go Eat Worms. That was a fun one. Then there was like the Goosebumps Presents for a couple of years. I do remember Let's Get Invisible and Bad Hair Day. There's just so many Goosebump books. There's a lot of great ones. And I guarantee you, if you grew up in the United States in the 90s, 2000s, you've definitely read a Goosebumps book or have seen the TV show at some point in your life. So I love Goosebumps. They're a lot of fun to read and perfect for the fall season. Aquifer is here asking another question. What games besides Halo do you play? I mean, we all know I play Minecraft. Minecraft's a lot of fun. The Lego Star Wars, like the Lego games in general, those are a lot of fun. I've been playing Bionicle Heroes a lot lately, and that's I'll explain why I've been doing that, but Bionicle Heroes has been a lot of fun. And that's really it, honestly. I mean, I play Animal Crossing, I play Kirby games, but they're in Nintendo in general. But yeah, I don't really play that much games. I mean, for a gaming channel, that's a really good question. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Frosty and Icy is here asking his very first question of the video. Did Tucker actually do it? As I said last time, yes, Tucker did do it. Tucker has always done it. Aquifer asks another question. How's Perfect Soldiers coming along? So for those of you who don't know, and I mean, I've talked about this a lot, Perfect Soldiers is our next big machinima project. It is gonna be the culmination of all the villains and heroes from Lone Wolves, Reclaimer, Perfect Soldier 1 and 2. Everyone who has been in our machinima universe is gonna be in this. The story is coming along great. I'm having my co-writer Javelin, who helped me write Reclaimer. He's going through the scripts now. We're making slow progress, but it is coming along great. It's gonna be really awesome. The scripts are getting done. The voice talent is all ready. We're just starting to get some pieces in place. So next month, I'm gonna be working a lot on pre-production, getting things ready, doing some storyboards. But it's definitely gonna be a longer series than our previous shows. So there's gonna be a lot to not only film and make, but there's also gonna be a lot for this series. This is a big one. This is a really big show. So, and I'm hoping in September we might have something to show you all. So keep a lookout. One They Fear is asking his first question of the video: will you ever make a video playing with fans? Maybe a BTB in Halo or some other games? I'm actually surprised that I haven't done this yet. Like, our channel has existed for 13 years and I have yet to actually do like a let's play with fans. It's gonna happen someday. It's just the hard part is my schedule. I'm always busy, always all over the place. But again, we're a gaming channel, so this is something that I not only feel like I need to do, but this is something that I've always wanted to do too. And I don't know whether it should be Halo, Minecraft, or something else. It's just figuring out the schedules and making it happen. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen someday. I promise it will. It's gotta happen. It's got to. Sadi is here asking his very first question of the video. Welcome, Sadi. Would you ever create a Minecraft machinima if you had the option to? I absolutely love Minecraft. I've seen a lot of really good machinimas come out of the game. I have no idea where to even start with doing machinima for that game, though. I have not seen any behind the scenes or even tutorials or how to do any of the stuff that people have done with Minecraft. But that is something I definitely would be interested in doing. The hard part with Minecraft, though, is you're kind of stuck with the world of Minecraft, if that makes sense. Like, with Halo, you can at least, like, okay, these are guys in futuristic armor, it's a future story, we can kind of just create the story around that. Whereas Minecraft, I feel like it's a little bit harder to create a story that's not based around the idea of Minecraft, if that makes sense. I have some crazy ideas, so maybe one day. Buck is here asking his first question. Dan's official Minecraft skin reveal when? Honestly, if JJ Abrams had a Minecraft skin, that's what it would look like for me. Or Harry Potter, or anyone else with black hair and glasses. Then there you go. That's a Dan skin right there. But, you know, Minecraft skin for me would be pretty chill. That'd be pretty awesome. Kieran Law asks another question. Which Toa will win in a fight? For those who don't know what a Toa is, if you're a fan of Bionicle, Toa are kind of like the superheroes of that universe. And every Toa has a different special ability / like element they represent. You got air, water, earth, fire, ice, stone, and those are just the OGs. Then you got like the ones with like shockwaves, gravitational, sonic, like a bunch of other Toa abilities out there. They're basically like the superheroes of that universe. Anyway, which Toa would win in a fight? There's a lot of books and comics with Toa fighting each other, particularly fire, ice, fire, water Toa. But honestly, I really want to see like new Paru fight everyone. I mean, he's got those claws, he's got that super awesome like ball launcher thing, super awesome weapon, and he has the Mask of Flight so he can fly away from his enemies. I mean, Toa Ignika is also really powerful too. And if you count Matanui as a Toa, I mean, he's the strongest. But when you have all the Toa fight each other, there's a lot of scenarios, but if you just stick with like a group of Toa, that might help you narrow it down a little bit. So if we're gonna do the OG6, I think Kopaka might actually win. As much as I don't want Kopaka to win, Kopaka would win. He's got a shield, he's got a really awesome sword. He's just one of those heroes that has like a sixth sense, like he kind of anticipates things happening before they happen. He's just a really tough cookie. So, I mean, I don't know. I think Kopaka would win if we're doing the OG. Next, Kieran asks, and did you notice that my name was misspelled? Oh boy. I mean, having a name like Kieran, I mean, that's one of those things that like is the I before the E or the E before the I type of thing. I can't believe that even he misspelled his own name. That's just on point for you, my guy. That's hilarious. Frosty and Icy is back asking another question. I already asked you this, but I thought this would be funny. How would you like to play Vic in blue VR? The VR is intended red. If so, do a Vic impression, please. So Frosty and Icy is trying to put together this VR red versus blue type show. With that being said, would I play Vic? Yes. Blood gulch. Oh yes, that's blood gulch. Hey, Sergeant Red Guy, what's happening? How you doing, man? Honestly, it's like the combination of like Cartman and like an old guy who's so like you make it higher pitched and it just kind of sounds like this. Although I'm not entirely sure how that sounds like. It sounds good to me, but it probably sounds awful to you. So I'm sorry if that was hard to watch. Kieran Law is back with another question. Do you think AI to recreate a dead person's voice is scummy? I think it is, but I think it depends on the context. So for instance, people are using AI to recreate like certain songs in their voices and do kind of meme funny like little video skit stuff with them. So I think for that it's harmless, it's fun, you know, you're not really overthinking it too much. But then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you got like movie studios, big corporations who are trying to recreate these voices and use them for profit. That I think is scummy. I think that's one of those things where, you know, if an actor passed away, let's think about it this way. So for the latest Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford was de-aged to look like the young version of himself. I think that's harmless. I think that's fine. I mean, for one, you're trying to tell it in a narrative where it makes sense. Well, obviously it would be better if you just hired an actor that looks like Harrison Ford to play him. By the way, here's a clip from Age of Adeline where this young Harrison Ford should have been playing Han Solo from the beginning.
All right, all it needs is a push start. Just lose the brake, I'll give you a push. Pop your clutch and you'll take off.
But I kind of get what they're going for with that, so I mean, I'm not too upset about that. Also for Star Wars Rogue One, having someone do the voice acting for Grand Moff Tarkin and have someone else play him and then just kind of superimpose Grand Moff Tarkin's face on him, I'm not too upset with that because you're still having other voice actors and people play as him. But let's say, for instance, James Earl Jones passed away tomorrow, and now Darth Vader doesn't have his voice. I think using AI for that is kind of scummy. So that's the thing. That's where I'm kind of on the fence with it. Again, if you're using it for just like memes and funny stuff, like little skit content for YouTube poop and that kind of stuff, like I don't see any harm in that because you're not like making a huge amount of profit off of it. But if you're a major movie studio and Harrison Ford just passed away and instead of hiring a new actor, you're just gonna, well, we have all this AI in our database, let's just use all that to create a new Harrison Ford. No, that's a different story, and I think that's kind of scummy. So, and that's one of the many hundreds of things that the SAG actors are striking for right now. So please show your support for the Actors Guild and give the middle finger to Disney, Warner Brothers, and all those big studios who are trying to squeeze out as much as they can out of those very talented people. So show your support for them in Hollywood because they need it. Last but not least, we have one more question from Saudi, and then we are done with this Ask Lazy Bunch question and answer video. What kind of stories intrigue you the most? Do you like thought-provoking, psychological, romantic, drama, comedy, stories such as Blade Runner, Star Wars, or Halo? And honestly, it depends because I have loved stories and movies from every one of those categories. I know a lot of people are gonna make fun of me for this, but in my top 10 favorite movies of all time, Little Women from 2019 is one of my favorite movies ever. I absolutely love that movie. I will watch it any day, anytime, any mood. Like, it's just such a great and beautiful movie. And I'm a guy who loves sci-fi, who grew up on Star Wars, who read almost all the Harry Potter books, who writes machinimas based on futuristic wars. But then you got Little Women, a movie about some sisters and their lives and the craziness that they go through. But I've loved movies from every one of those categories. It's hard to really pick what my favorite absolute one is because a lot of these also depend on like where I'm at in my life. I remember between like 2010 to 2014, I was watching a lot of hipster movies. You go back to the early 2000s, I was really into Lord of the Rings, adventure, fantasy type stories. Now I feel like I'm getting more into like the political drama spectrum. Like I'm really into that kind of stuff now. Yes, those things have a lot of different elements to them, but the idea of like the personal drama between these characters, that's what's really driving me forward. And that's kind of one of the things that I'm really using for the next Perfect Soldiers project. Like that's what I'm pushing for. Like there are these characters, they're fighting each other, but why? Why are they fighting each other? Not just because one army fights another army because that's the way the war is, but how do these characters' personal stories impact the personal character stories of the other ones on the other side? So that's the kind of stuff I'm really into right now. So drama is really what I'm into right now. So that was the last question of this Ask Lazy Bunch question and answer video. Looking at the recording, I am at 30 minutes exactly into this recording, which means I'm gonna take a wild guess that this video is probably 15 to 17 minutes long. One of the shorter Ask Lazy Bunch question and answer videos, but that's fine, that's okay. It doesn't matter how many questions we have, it matters the quality of questions and if your questions actually get answered. So now let's move on to some updates. Going back to what I said at the beginning of this video, Ask Lazy Bunch question and answer videos won't be a monthly thing anymore. I'm gonna answer them periodically whenever I get a lot of questions or when I just have the time to do it. I'm just slowing down on them because I have a lot of upcoming projects that I wanna work on. One of those projects being Perfect Soldiers. As you guys know, that's gonna be our next big Halo Machinima series. I work so much, my weekends are already so busy. You know, it's one of those things where like I gotta look at every hour and how much I could utilize each of those hours towards these big projects. So that's the big thing right there. Secondly, I'm working on a really big video for the month of September. It's not Halo, it's not machinima. It is Bionicle based though, and some of my closest friends know exactly what I'm doing. But it's gonna be a really big video, something that I want to do, something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Especially since that one video where my fans made memes of me did kind of well, and you all were very receptive to it. So it's one of those things where like I want to kind of do those, branch out a little bit more, because for a little while this channel was just Halo machinimas, and I want to kind of branch out a little bit and do some more different things. On top of that, there is going to be another Halo machinima. It's going to be genre generator. It is going to happen sometime this year. We filmed it. We got the voice acting, a lot of the body acting done, but we just haven't edited it yet. And it was going to become a mini series, but I think now it's just going to become like a one and done short, but we'll see if it has very good reception to it, and if it does very well, then we might make more. But as far as what it's looking like, I mean, there's just a lot of work put into it, but it is a lot of fun to make. It's so silly, so different that like I enjoy it so much, but I want to get it finished this year. I am also going to do the Lone Wolves Extraction director's commentary at some point. If that's something that you guys are all interested in, it's going to be coming out soon, so don't worry, it will be released soon. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you slap that subscribe button, show some love and support, like this video to help us with the YouTube algorithm. And if you made it to the very end, make sure you post in the comments, Bionicle rules. Post that in the comment section below, and I will know that you are a true fan because you made it to the very end. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, have a great month, and I will see you in October.
I'm good. Oh, I got him. Like, bow, bow. And he's like, no, no. And I'm like, yeah, huh? Bow, bow. Pew, pew, pew. Whoa.